guys, today I'm going to be teaching you the cheapest way to do a K-swap on a 92 to 2000 Civic or Integra. So the first thing you're going to want to do is buy a Civic. You want to buy a Civic shell or the full car. Just make sure the Civic shell comes with full interior and the radiators. Next, you're gonna want to buy a Donor RSX Type S, which you can get from an auction for 500 to 1500 bucks. And from that, you're gonna need a K20A2, the 6-speed tranny, wiring harness, shifter cables, fuel reel, injectors, intake manifold with the throttle body, ECU, and the clutch slave cylinder. So after you guys have that, you guys are gonna want to buy a PLM Precision Works engine mounts, which is the cheapest one I could find, and it's at 219 bucks. This is for the K-swap EK, and EG and Integra are the same case. EK is different than an EG and Integra. That's gonna be 220 bucks. Next, you're gonna want to buy a K-swap engine harness from Hybrid Racing. I found the cheapest one for 200 bucks. Next, you're gonna want a flexible radiator hose, which you're gonna need, and each hose is gonna be like $12, so $25 in total for both the upper and lower one. And you're gonna need the K-swap headers from K-Tune, the 4, 2, and 1 tubular ones. They're gonna cost you 260 bucks, and then after that you're gonna want to bring it to an exhaust shop, and they'll charge you 200 to 300 for the rest of the exhaust. Other stuff you might need might be from 0 to 1,000 bucks. You can say the maximum maybe 1,500 bucks. Like, let's say if you want to run AC, you have to buy the AC lines. You wanna put a heater inside your car, so you're gonna have to buy the heater hoses and stuff. Stuff like that. If you need any questions, if you have any questions, I mean, for other stuff you might need, like you guys might ask me for the power steering and AC delete kit, stuff like that. Just tell me in the comments below and I'll answer all of your comments. So next thing, let's say if you buy an EG or Integra shell, you don't need nothing else. But if you buy an EK shell, you're gonna need the subframe from an EG and a steering rack from an EG, and you're also gonna need the steering to the rack union from an EG or Integra. Now, if you guys are gonna buy a power steering subframe, you guys are gonna need a power steering rack. If you guys are gonna buy a manual steering rack, you guys are gonna need a manual subframe. The two subframes are different on this mount right here, because on a power steering one, this mount right here is a lot larger than the manual one. So make sure if you guys buy a manual steering rack, the manual steering rack with the manual subframe, or a power steering rack with a power steering subframe. They're two different. But you guys can go to a junkyard and pull both of them out at the same time if you guys need but make sure it's from a 92 to a 95 Civic. Because EG Civic is 92 to a 95 and the EK is a 96 to a 2000. You're also gonna need the lower control arms, which you guys can pull out at the same time. That in total should cost you like 300 bucks maximum. The minimum it can cost you is maybe 100 bucks, maybe even less. So after that, let's go over here. Let's go over here. So for your shifter, you guys do not need this, but if you guys really want to not cut up the tunnel of your inside of the car, you can buy this. But if you guys don't care about the car that much, you guys don't really need this. The above tunnel mounting plate kit, I mean, it's just a plate it's for 130 bucks. Let me show you. So this the shifter on the top. I have the race spec shifter, and the plate that's down below right here, this one, you can get that for 130. Next thing you're gonna need for the fuel rail, you don't need this either, but the center feed fuel system from K-Tune, makes mounting everything up easier, because it's just the fuel rail, and then it goes down to the line all the way down to the regulator. The regulator, I can regulate the PSI, which is also included, and the fuel filter is also included, and the line that goes up to the factory solid lines. But you guys don't really need that if you guys get the RSX from the donor. Next, you're gonna need the Honda K Pro V4. It's gonna be $650. You already have the ECU from the RSX that you got, so the K Pro is gonna be $650. If you do not have the ECU, then it's gonna be like $1,000 to $1,200. And or you can get the immobilizer, which is $170. I recommend the Honda, because you can tune the car to your environment area. So I recommend going for the Honda. Next, for the slave cylinder, you're also gonna need the clutch line kit. I have the clutch line kit right here. That's the slave cylinder right here that goes on the transmission, and it goes to the clutch master cylinder, which is back there. And you're just gonna need the lines for that, which is gonna be $90. And that's it for the kswap, EGEK, and Integra kswap video. So if you guys have any questions, ask me in the comments below. If you have any concern, just ask me in the comments below, and trust me, I will get to all of your comments, and I will comment on everybody. Finally, guys, just subscribe to my channel, like the video for future. I'm going to be going turbo very soon. You guys don't want to miss that. I'm planning on making maybe 300 to 500 horsepower, depending on what I want to do. But yeah, it's going to be a Precision 6266, and I'll show you guys the rest later on.